What is up, everybody? I really appreciate you guys watching this video and tuning in. I don't know how often I'm gonna be able to make videos like this, but I was super excited to be given the chance to go on a little vacation with my family and make a fun video like this. So welcome to Too Turnt game hunting. So this first stop on the trip had to be to the Salamanca Mall, or the Salamanca Antique Mall. My brother showed me this mall and I was blown away. I mean, they have everybody's hobby. They have everything that you can think of. Sometimes you go to an antique mall and it's just, very niche items, very specific stuff. But I really feel like this antique mall had stuff for everybody, especially every collector. I was walking around and I saw Pokemon cards, I saw baseball cards, they have Hot Wheels, antique toys, normal toys just for you to play with. Obviously tons of video games, which is the stuff that I was looking for, Magic the Gathering and things like that. But this is always, when I visit my brother, this is always a stop that I have to stop at, just because there's always something new. I think they have great prices, great selections, and this is one of my favorite places to visit when, it comes to video game hunting and things like that, because there's always something that catches my eye, and I just love seeing. And they also, a lot of times they run great deals. Each stall that you see is like an individual vendor. So individual vendors are in charge of different deals and stuff that they run. So you can see right there, 25% off. There was one vendor that was doing 50% off and things like that. So I was able to get some cool things for my kids. But yeah, this is one of the best spots to just come see and maybe find some little hidden gems or just things that you want to cross off your list. One of the toughest parts I think about video game hunting is you don't want to spend all your money in one specific spot. You want to kind of stretch it out. So I wanted to visit another video game store that I like. It's called The Exchange. It's super organized. I love their selection that they have. And like I said, for me, organization is a huge thing. Every once in a while, it's fun to go through and scrape through things. But when you have, a collection and you're looking for specific things, you want to kind of just be able to look at the prices right away and the different things that they have. But The Exchange is super organized, has an awesome selection. And this is definitely in my top tier of different gaming stores. There was a huge PS4 selection, huge PS5 selection. They just had, everything that you could think of. So I definitely recommend checking this one out, especially if you kind of want to not have to dig through things or, just you want to go to a very organized store. This is definitely the place. The next stop was actually a local store that's pretty much right next to my brother's. I forgot to record the outside, but it's called Gamers Haven. This is a nice little store. It's got a big selection. It's not as organized as The Exchange, but it's definitely, the staff was super helpful in talking about prices and different things that they were offering. They also had a huge selection of comics, Pokemon cards, Magic the Gathering, I know they had a ton of DVDs and things and stuff if you're interested in that. But this is just one of those cool stores where they kind of just have different and unique things. And like I said, also have a huge selection. At the end of the video, I promise I'm not gonna leave you guys hanging. I'll show you guys everything that I got, everything that I bought. But I want to show off the stores themselves because, I know I'm always looking for stores. So, if somebody watches this video and they're in the Jamestown area, the Erie, Salamanca area, definitely I'd recommend checking out these stores because I always visit them when I go and visit my brother in upstate. So all these stores are, like I said, I was on a family vacation. So, this was a local store. And then we had a store in Erie, around that area. And then we had the store in Salamanca. On the way home, we always visit. This is my favorite video game store of all time. I have not found one that beats it yet. I love the selection. I love the organization. I love the staff. I just think everything about this store is awesome. It's called Sound Go Round in Binghamton, New York. I used to live in Binghamton, so this used to be like my local store that I would always go and visit. So any chance I get, if I'm in the area, I'm definitely going to stop by because it's just one of my favorite all-time video game stores. They have a huge selection of comics. When I was into comics, I was always coming here for that as well. But you know, I saw my comic collection to really just kind of dive deeper into my video game collections. So now I'm all video games. But this is one of my favorite all-time stores. They also have a selection, I think most stores do at this point, of like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, DVDs, they have a ton of different toys, antique toys and things like that. But Sound Go Round has just always been so organized. So it's always just been, like I said, the staff is friendly. And they always have cool things, behind their glass and things like that, unique different things. I saw that Pikachu thing and my eyes were on that, and then I saw the price and I was like, I spent a little too much at other stores. But yeah, this is I would definitely recommend if you're in the Binghamton, New York area, visiting Sound Go Round. The PS2 is my favorite gaming system of all time. So they have a huge PS2 selection. So I love going in there and seeing the different things that they offer. I'm kind of at the point right now in my collecting where I have very specific things that I want. But when I used to go to Sound Go Round, it was amazing because I was just grabbing almost everything that I can or anything that was in my budget. Now it's a little bit different because I'm going for very specific things at this point. Just kind of try to complete different things and things like that. But when I used to go, oh my goodness, I would be like, oh, that looks cool. Oh, that looks awesome. I want to start collecting that. That looks amazing. So Sound Go Round just always was my spot to go to. All right, now we're on to the fun stuff, my haul. I've been really into getting gaming guides. Not necessarily games that I've always played, but games that, gaming guides that I think look awesome. I definitely had to pick up these Naruto gaming guides and the Spider-Man 3. I just think it's going to be, I think it's fun to go back and look and read. And, if I end up playing these games, maybe even using the gaming guides and things like that. So when I saw them, they were for a good price. So I was like, oh, let me pick these up. I've, like I said, recently been getting into it. There was one store that I was working on. They had like a whole bunch in the basement, and I was gonna purchase them, but they ended up not being able to find them all. So, I'm always on the hunt for a good gaming guide and things like that. Okay, hear me out. I know Biomutant is not like game of the year or something crazy. I didn't hate it. I think it was definitely a cool concept, but it just wasn't everything that I expected. But I don't own a lot of collector's editions, if any, actually. If I got to look back, but I saw this for a great price, and I was like, you know what? Let me start buying some cool collector's editions to add to the collection and, kind of just bulk it up. I'm not going to go crazy. I want to kind of just stick to the main games that I like. But I saw this, and I was like, this is awesome. And then I saw this this deluxe edition. So, they kept getting me with deluxe editions. And I was like, let me purchase these. Let me pick these up because these would be cool for the collection. I own Biomutant already. So now I have 2 copies of Biomutant, obviously one in that case. And then we have another deluxe edition. I just thought the prices were great for them. And I decided just to pick them up. But, I'm not a big fan of the Lego series, but, I want to try to play all the games in my collection. And I have Lego Superheroes 1, I think it was. So I'm like, let me pick this one up as well. Because like I said, the goal is to play every game in my collection. I already own Guardians of the Galaxy, but hear me out. I don't own this version of Guardians of the Galaxy, and I thought the cover was sick. And I'm a sucker for Steelbook. If I can get a cheap Steelbook, I will. So like with this next one coming up, I've never even played this series, but I saw it. The price was great, and I was extremely interested in it. And who knows? I might end up liking this series, or I might end up hating it. But you know what I'm not going to hate? The cover, the Steelbook. So I decided to pick those up. They were all actually at the Salamanca Mall, and one of the vendors, and he was running like a half off, or I forget what it was. It might have been like 35% off or something like that. Then we have Hades. I know that this is game of the year. Everybody talks about it. I have never played it. I've never given it a chance. So this was actually one that was on my list. It's funny, like a lot of the games that were on my list for picking up, I think I only got like 3 off my list. The rest are just random stuff, like the Spider-Man game. I was like, I just watched the Spider-Man movie. Let me go and pick up this Spider-Man game, the original one. I think I have the 3rd one and 2nd one. Then I picked up College Football 27. My son loves to play college football. I'm having fun with it. I definitely think that it's the same exact game as 26, but I decided to pick it up anyway because, with the 2Ks and the Maddens and the college footballs, I kind of just end up collecting them. And then we have the demo discs. I used to love these growing up because I wasn't able to buy all the games or, all the new games and stuff. So when you could get a jam-packed disc and things like that, it was just awesome because you can experience and play different games. So I am trying to collect all of them. I have to do more research. I really don't even know how many there is or what I'm missing. But when I see them, I have an app that that checks them, or not just them, but checks my whole collection, so I can go in and see if I'm missing the specific jam pack. So Expedition 33 is one of my favorite games of all time, not just because of the hype, but the hype did get me to give it a chance, and once I gave it a chance, I fell in love. So this is one very specific game that I did want a different edition for besides just the main case. So when I saw this, I was like, I definitely had to pick it up. Baldur's Gate 3, Mass Effect, things like that. And this game, I think I want to try to buy different versions for because those are just my top 3. Blue Dragon, I remember growing up watching. I've never played the game, but I've always seen it. I'm like, oh, I got to pick it up. And I finally saw it. Obviously, NBA 2K2, I just had to buy to finish the collection. I believe I got to double check, but I believe I have every single 2K. Now, obviously there's always going to be a 2K to buy because they're always selling them. I have been searching for an original Xbox, and I've just never pulled the trigger whenever I see one. But finally, I was able to pick it up. I didn't grow up with the Xbox, so I have a few games for it in my collection, so I needed to pick it up so that I'm able to play those. Like I said earlier, recently I've been really into the game guides and different things like that. So Saints Row 2 is one of my favorite games growing up. I didn't play a lot of GTA. I was actually playing Saints Row. So when I saw this one with the game guide, I had to pick that up. And then obviously Saints Row 3, I had to pick up as well because it was right next to it and things like that. There was a Witcher one, but the Witcher one was a little bit too expensive for me wanting to buy. But I was definitely tempted when I saw it. This is just another Steelbook. I know the game is not crazy. Some people love it, but for me, I didn't play enough of it just yet. But the Steelbook was so tough that I just had to buy the Steelbook. This is another series. Sometimes when I speak and I say things out loud, I feel like a bad collector. I've never played this series, but the Steelbook to me was so cool. So I'm like, let me pick it up. But also, that's another way I can get into the series. Space Marine is a game that I actually was able to cross off my list. I saw it. I saw it for a great price, so I ended up buying it so I can actually cross it off my list, but I'm definitely excited to be playing that. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, like I said, I bought the Xbox, so I had to pick up a few Xbox games along with it. I've never played this, but I know it has great reviews. And then this next game is just like a classic that every time someone's selling an Xbox, I feel like I see it, so I'm like, let me pick this up with it as well. Yeah, I don't know too much about this Obi-Wan game. I just know every time I see someone selling an Xbox on Facebook Marketplace, it's always with it. Extinction is a game I owned on PC. It's like a dumb little fun game, I think. I'm trying to play every game in my collection, so with a game like this that I think is kind of short, it kind of breaks up playing those big, long games. You want to have a short game to kind of break that up. NBA Jam is a series that I've never gotten into, but someone was telling me it was really good, so I decided to pick this one up. I know they said a few games were bad or different versions, so I don't know if this was a good version, bad version, but I guess we'll find out when I play it. Black is a game I always wanted when I was growing up just because the cover looked cool and people always talked about it, but my parents never let me get it, obviously because it was too mature. But now as an adult, I was able to pick it up. Radical Reggie and a few other gamers, game channels were talking about this game. I don't know if it's going to be something that I enjoy, but I wanted to give it a chance. I love the cover and it just looks fun, so we're going to give it a chance. And then I saw this 50 Cent game. Obviously, I wanted to buy a few Xbox games because I just got the new Xbox, or should I say old Xbox. And I know one of the other 50 Cent games goes for like a pretty penny. So I figured if I get this one, I'll start with this, and then I could try that one. And then this one was just near it, and it looks similar. So I'm like, let me just pick this up. It looks interesting. We'll try it out. That's why I like Sound Go Round, because I'm able to just find random games and things like that. And then last but not least, found this cool hardened edition of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Like I said, I don't have a lot of different collections or anything like that, or, big collector's editions, but this one just looked cool, so I'm like, let me pick that up. So that's everything that I bought on this Too Turnt video game hunt. I really appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, because it involves spending money, I don't know how often I'll be able to make these videos, but I really did enjoy it. But if you want to continue to see videos like this, please support the channel, subscribe, comment, and let's just talk about games. I think my next few videos I'm going to work on just showing you guys my collection and what I have so far. So maybe I'll do like a entire PS2 video, I'll do a PS3, PS4. So I think that's some of the videos I could start putting out just to have fun with it. Really, I'm not looking for this channel to grow big or anything like that. I really just want to talk about video games and kind of just show my collection and talk to others that can appreciate it and things like that. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. Hope you guys have a great day, and just keep having fun.